Our customer appreciation every year is a way for us to say thank you for the people that have made us successful, and it allows us to have a platform to give back to the community. We've got people that only work for BME because they know the work that we do in the community and it's important to them.
Every year when we're looking to choose our nonprofit partners for the next year, we ask our employees to vote.
We ask a lot of our customers who's their favorite charity, who's their favorite nonprofit. Customers and our employees share that with us. They vote, and we select the three based on the voting process. But more importantly, it's who's making an impact in the community and who can we come alongside and love.
And we have a lot of new staff this year because one of the things that we focused on was building our team while we had, our slow months. So a lot of our staff hasn't experienced BME for, the volunteering side of it, and all they know is we're a copier company.
The biggest thing is when you serve and you give your time, your talents, and your treasures, you get blessed, and you get blessed not because you do it, you get blessed because there's an opportunity for you to feel that you're doing something greater than yourself. And the blessing isn't financially, the blessing isn't anything other than being able to feel like you're part of a community. And that's what we're really trying to create, is an environment that cultivates community.
The support that we've gotten from BME this year has been really great. I think for everyone, it's been a really hard year in 2020 because typically we take to flyers and posters and lawn signs, which in the fundraising environment we had in 2020, we were able to do that because people weren't sitting in coffee shops and grocery stores and that kind of thing. So helping us kind of reach who we needed to reach to keep raising those funds allowed us to raise what we could, which was really great because we needed that. But also just the relationship that we kind of grew over the last year. Under construction, our whole medical area is kind of getting a facelift, so hopefully we'll be able to start hopefully come the spring with more outreach programs and things like that for the community, which will be really nice to kind of help counterbalance some of what we've missed in the last year as far as fundraising goes. So we're really looking forward to getting our building back to normal where we can actually walk through it and also get those new outreach programs for the community going on.
2020 was a year where we figured out what fundraising really looked like to be able to stay afloat. And thankfully we have. Our fundraising efforts more than doubled in 2020, amazingly. One of the blessings that came out of a COVID year of 2020 was that we were able to just get a lot of things done. We really had the full 23 acres almost exclusively to ourselves to get improvements made that we can't normally do when there's people around. And so the cool part is BME and Steve's team with Jen kind of coordinating it all, were able to be a part of that. So they sent teams on 2 different days to help us with one building in particular. They were able to help spruce it up for us on the outside, get some needed paint and just improvements done to it. And so it was great to see them roll in. Most of them had not been on site before, so that's always a fun experience to be there to kind of see vehicles coming in that don't know where they're going, don't know who they're supposed to meet or where. Just to welcome them and then see them just jump in with both feet and get to work. So it was a huge blessing to us to have their team actually get a project done that wasn't specifically on the radar, but we were able to add it to the list and get it done because we had the 2 different teams come from BME. So it was a great partnership, and the next thing we knew, the building was done.
The employees kind of get involved, and then they hear more about the organization and everyone that they're serving. And I think that it just makes a big difference on our employees to be able to have that experience.
We're actually beginning a screen print business on site. So we've refurbished an area of one of our buildings, raised some funds through some grants and business partners, and actually fulfilled our first order with BME. The screen print venture is that it would create jobs for folks with developmental disabilities. If you can take a second to pause and look back and think of how tough things have been, we would not be able to start this venture if everything was normal, because we just wouldn't have the mindset to be able to begin something new.
Well, we were very lucky when we got introduced to BME and to Steve and to Jennifer. Of course, we weren't even 2 months into this when COVID hit. Our view in the 70-some acres we have here is just, it's a great retreat for them. BME's donation helped us with what we called our COVID task force. And we created that, and we were able to deliver packages and boxes to the veterans and their families throughout everything.
Veterans Day is always something that's important to BME as a whole. But last year we had an employee whose brother had just been deployed for the first time. When she said that veteran services were something that were really important to her, ClearPath was in Chittenango, and we had heard a lot about them, and it made a lot of sense to partner with them because they really cared about the population that they served. And it was very obvious that their hearts were in it. After the customer appreciation, we got to attend a canteen and see what Sue was talking about. And it's just really awesome to see people connect on a deeper level. And our hearts were a lot lighter when we left there.
They love what they do. You have to have a passion. And like BME, I mean, they took us on board, and what they've done is incredible. I mean, I even had them as a ambassador for us during our Giving Tuesday. That was huge to hear them talk about ClearPath and let people know, and sponsor our golf tournaments. Just incredible the work they do for us as well. What I'm concentrating the most on this year is our 10th anniversary. This is the 10th year that ClearPath has been in existence. So I really we want to do something. It'll probably be in the fall.
So we ask our employees, and they know this when we hire them, that they're going to be asked to give their time, their talents, and their treasures. And if they can give one of those three, we really believe that they'll have a successful career in BME. As we speak, our customers and our employees are voting for our 2021. Probably at the end of this video, we'll be able to announce who our 3 nonprofits are for this year. We want to multiply. So if we can do what we did the last couple of years and keep doing it, it works.